What is the most important transformation happening in America right now? It isn't playing out in Washington, on cable news, or even on social media, but beneath your feet. What if the pipes carrying your drinking water, the grid delivering electricity to your home, and the truck hauling your trash every week are no longer governed primarily by elected officials accountable to the voters, but by the financial models optimized for return on investments? In 2026, this is not speculation. It is a continuation of a long building structural shift in how essential infrastructure is financed, owned, and managed. Across the country, municipalities facing budget stress, aging systems, and climate pressures, and the rising borrowing costs are increasingly turning to global infrastructure funds for capital. Now, those funds managed by firms such as BlackRock, Brookfield Assets Management, KKR McGuire Group, and Global Infrastructure Partners are not charities. They are fiduciaries tasked with delivering the stable, long duration task with delivering. I'm sorry. They are fiduciaries tasked with delivering stable, long duration returns to pension funds, endowments, and the sovereign wealth funds. The result is quite but consequential. Reclassification of survival systems into yielding generating financial assets. And tonight we're going to expand this investigation into four deeply connected parts. The first being the invisible acquisition. The acquisition wave did not begin in 2026, but fiscal pressures have accelerated it. Much of America's water and wastewater infrastructure was built between the 1940s and 70s, and the Environmental Protection Agency has repeatedly estimated that hundreds of billions of dollars in upgrades will be required over the coming decades to maintain the safety and reliability. Smaller towns face especially acute strain because they lack the tax base to finance the large capital projects without steep rate hikes, and when the interest rates rise, the municipal borrowing becomes more expensive. When the populations decline, revenue shrinks. When climate events increase, flooding, drought, stress, or storm damage, repair costs, they multiply. Now, this convergence creates what some analysts describe as infrastructure vulnerability. Windows movements when municipalities become receptive to acquisitions offers a offers framed and rescue packages. Now, the private infrastructure funds they target these moments. These strategies is built on the recognition that the utilities are natural monopolies. Residents cannot easily choose another water provider, and essential services are legally mandated. That predictability makes revenue streams highly attractive to long term investors. Transactions are shorted through asset sales, 30 to 50-year concessions, public private partnership agreements, or lease back arrangements in which the municipality technically retains ownership but relinquishes operational control. The municipalities receive an upfront lump sum payment, sometimes used to shore up pension deficits and pay down debt or fund unrelated projects. In exchange, the operator gains the authority over the billing maintenance and the planning, staffing, and capital investment strategy for decades. The public framing also emphasizes the modernization and efficiency. Private operators highlight the access to capital markets and engineering expertise and digital monitoring tools. Increasingly, these systems are managed through centralized data platforms that analyze water flow rates, predictive pipe failure possibilities, as well as payment compliance patterns and workforce productivity metrics. The algorithm's model rate scenarios is based on inflation, consumption, elasticity, and the regulatory thresholds. The operational reality is that strategic decisions, once debated in the city's council meetings, are increasingly shaped by remote asset management teams working within global portfolios. With the shifts, rarely it feels dramatic at the outset. Contracts are approved in public meetings and often limited citizens turn out. Consultants present financial models projecting stability, and legal documents stretch hundreds of pages, yet over time the control migrates. Even when municipalities retain nominal oversight authority, the contextual terms may the contextual terms may severely limit intervention, and the rate formulas, performance benchmarks, and arbitration clauses are embedded into the agreements that can outset multiple generations of elected officials. Now, what appears as a simple financial transaction becomes a structural reallocation of the civic power. The invisible acquisition is not a conspiracy. It is a convergence of fiscal distress and global capital seeking predictable yield. It unfolds quietly, legally, and incrementally, but its implications are long term and profound. Now, we'll see you tomorrow for part two. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.